You're listening to Mark of the Maker. Hey everybody, I'm Mark Steiner and you're listening to Mark of the Maker. This is episode 96 of the podcast, and this one's going to be a picks episode. We'll explain.
Woohoo.
Yeah, those are always fun. So
Those are the best fun.
yeah, it'll be a Googler. So don't Google while you drive. We'll try to share pictures in the Facebook group. We're usually pretty good about that.
I'm not, sorry.
I'm giving myself the 50-50 and pretty good about it. So we'll try to post our stuff in the Facebook group. Otherwise, you can Google. But please don't do it while you're driving, because I know some people are doing that. I can feel it.
I can see him when I'm driving.
You're ungovernable. Live your best life.
Sean says, I do what I want.
I don't even have a cell phone in the car with me ever, so I'm not the motherfucker who's doing that.
Okay. All right. So we have the usual panel of folks here with us. We have Mr. Sean Kendrick.
Hey.
And we have Mr. Tom Crine.
What's up, guys?
And Mr. Michael Birch.
Hello.
All right. So, as usual, we take care of a little business up front. We'd like to thank our friends on Patreon. Patreon is a website where you can go and pledge a couple bucks to support the show. Patreon.com. Search for Mark of the Maker there, and you can find us. And big high five to all of our Patreon supporters. We have a bunch of folks that help out and support the show, and we want to thank you very much. So, thanks for sticking with us. If you're not a member of our Patreon, give it some consideration. If not, that's okay too. But if you are, high five. And then I think Tom is going to read a special message from our sponsor.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to George at amxinc.com. George has been supporting us for quite a while, and if you're making knives, high-end knives, you need high-end materials, and George is a place to get that. You can go there. He's got titanium, zirc, Mokame. Earlier today, I was looking through his clearance items, which is pretty cool. He's got niobium in there, all sorts of good stuff, beryllium, copper. So yeah, if you haven't been to his website, jump on there. It's amxinc.com and check it out.
Nice.
Thanks,
That was
George.
very professional.
It was super pro. I'm like, what?
Whoa.
That boy's been practicing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks, George.
I thought he was going to bust into some kind of Sean style, come on down to Crazy George's clearance aisle.
Mm-hmm.
Don't step on my toes, buddy.
Get your own bid.
Right.
Yeah, That's my shtick.
Yeah.
And we actually have another sponsor for the first time.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's a sort of a knife show, the New Orleans Custom Knife Invitational. Episode's also brought by Slice Knives, slicefk.com. He's putting on the New Orleans Custom Knife Invitational. As of recording, the tickets are still available. I can't guarantee they will be when this releases, but you can go to that site to get them. This is going to be a fun one. It's going to be on a riverboat. All the good food, all the fun stuff. It's going to be nice. So we thank you, Matthew Patton, for supporting the show. And maybe we make George and Matthew fight it out or something. I don't know.
Battle Royale?
Show sounds pretty fun. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit in the season 6 kickoff, right? In the show plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? I probably ought to give the date for that too.
Yeah, it'd probably help.
And I am giving that right about...
What a pitch, man. This is a direct contrast to Tom.
right about... It's a show I'm going to.
Yeah, right.
And
How could you
still
not
has
know?
no idea when it is.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And it's May 6th, you know?
May 6th.
I knew that from the get-go.
All right. May is probably a really nice time to be in New Orleans.
It's right same time as a jazz fest. So,
yeah. Get your
book
tickets
now.
until now, yeah.
Yep.
Plus, it shouldn't be ripping stupid hot in May. Not
know.
like July,
Should be.
August anyway.
Should be nice.
Yeah. All right. Very cool. Thanks for the support. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to get into what we're going to talk about here in episode 96. This is a picks episode. And Michael threw this idea out. It's a fun idea. And why don't you explain to folks what we're going to do?
It's all about the kitchen knives, and we spread it out to food processes in general. So like, your skinning stuff, your butchering stuff, your barbecue, your everything. We kind of wanted to spread the range a little bit and kind of make it wild. And we got some different levels. These aren't, of course, how we would actually spend our money. But, you have an acquaintance, someone that you're kind of like, I'll give them something at the office party or whatever. You got a friend, you got to spend a little bit more money, get a little higher end. You got your best friend. You're going to give them something real nice. Like,
Yeah.
this is pretty much our excuse to say, I'm going to pick whatever I want that has no monetary bounds to it. And then we tossed in a wild card too, didn't we?
Yeah, wild card. I'm really interested to hear what people came up with. I had a
It's
couple
going to be
ideas.
fun.
Yeah.
Mine is a personal chef.
What?
Yeah.
A person?
You're getting your
Spoiler
own
alert.
personal chef.
Oh, jeez.
I was not thinking far enough outside the box.
Yeah, clearly.
That is the wildest of cards.
I just want to back up slightly. Michael said this is what we're not actually going to do this for each other.
No, like every episode we do, we don't actually buy each other stuff. We just think about it and then be like, man, I'm gonna
It's like an excuse to find cool stuff.
Yeah.
excuse to go around and look for stuff.
All levels.
All right. When I hear some cool picks, I'm going to be thinking, wow, apparently he wouldn't really give me that.
I am like Michael, though. If I ever win the lotto, you'll know because I'll have a personal chef.
Oh, yeah.
First thing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
First thing?
Probably.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude, how awesome would that be? I mean, it's hard to eat healthy. Like it's hard. But if you had a personal chef, you'd be like, hey, I want a chef
Only
salad.
feed me healthy
and
stuff?
Yeah. Or
Hell
whatever.
no.
Healthy food can be
you
good.
want a personal chef to feed you healthy stuff?
A salad?
Hell yeah.
You are fucking with my head, man.
Bro, if you made all that money, lottery money, I'm talking you don't have to worry about eating healthy anymore. You pay somebody to replace all your parts and shit.
Right.
No.
Well, get a personal trainer, but still eat like you're a human being.
Yeah.
Get a personal doctor.
That's the steak.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
One of them
I'm down for
Rothschild's
eat
doctors.
Yeah.
Sean says, get one of those doctors that knows how to prescribe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I've had 15 heart transplants at this point.
You'll know when I win the lottery because I'll be at Tom's house first thing. I'm like, what is the price for me to have you burn every piece of pack wood in here?
I don't have that much, and what I have is for friends.
Well, I'm gonna pay you to invite your friends
To watch the pack of wood burn?
You'd already be there.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say, I'm going to show up first thing at Tom's and eat breakfast because it's going to be amazing because he's going to have a chef.
Well, I don't because he won it. But
Oh, okay.
dude, the pack of wood is for special occasions.
Special occasions.
And I don't have that much. It's actually more expensive, as crazy as that is.
Yeah.
pack wood is he really dried up, huh?
It's out there. It's just expensive.
The pack of wood trees are endangered.
Yeah, Mother Pearl pack of wood.
The only 3 knives I've made with pack of wood in the last 25 years went to friends. I'm just saying. I thought.
Friends within
Maybe.
earshot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a beautiful knife.
It is.
Fantastic.
Pack of wood or not, it's beautiful.
I
And
use
it's
it
a
all the
kitchen
time.
knife, too.
It
Like
is.
a little cheese knife.
It is. It's been mentioned as a kitchen knife on this show, though. We can't talk about that again as a
Nope.
pick.
It's my second pick.
Oh,
Sorry.
you know, I'll tell you. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Should be a fun one. We should probably get started because this can take a while to
kick
get through. So we're going to do it in this order. So Michael's going to share his pick first, his pack of wood K Udy. And then I'm going to be the second one, and then Tom's going to go third, and Sean is going to go at the end. I know why. Sean has some kind of game changer out in the wild card category, so he wants to go out in a flaming cloud of triumph at the end of the show.
Now you've built it up. I can never live up.
My pick.
I'm just going to plug a friend.
Not it.
Oh, boy. Okay. Acquaintance. This is a wonderful category. This is someone you don't really give a shit about, but maybe you're around them. Is that what we're talking about?
All right. So my first pick is something that's going to an acquaintance, someone who is like a, work friend or someone you just kind of know, but you still want them to have a good knife. And I'm glad I went first because I figured Tom would pick something like this, and it's a Victorinox 6-inch boning knife.
Nice.
I don't think boning knives get enough love. They're handy as all get out, whether you're actually cleaning and processing your own meat, whether you're barbecuing or grilling, or just in the kitchen in general. This one's $59, 6 inches. It's the flexible blade, which personally I like, and it's classed up a little bit with some maple wood handles.
Maple wood handles?
Mm-hmm.
Spiffy.
But what I found very frustrating searching at this level, and even at some of the higher levels, was the lack of actually telling us what the hell they were made out of.
Oh.
The steel. And it's like, that's pretty important, right? Shit.
Seems like it.
And I assume maybe these are AEBL because it's stainless steel. And I know that Tom has talked about that small one he uses quite a bit being AEBL for even a cheaper price, but I don't know.
I'm not sure these are AEBL. I don't know what they are, but I've used a lot of them. They're pretty decent.
Yeah, I looked on their site. I looked on multiple different sites and nothing. Just
top
stainless
secret.
steel, or another place said high carbon stainless steel.
Wow.
Ooh.
But tons of great reviews.
yeah.
Do you guys ever use boning knives for just regular shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually cut up, I had some steaks that I cut up into fajita meat last week with a boning knife.
Nice.
Ooh.
They work great.
Yeah. Well, especially these flexible, you have like a stiffer, a medium, a flexible, then and it's still a little bit less flexible than a fillet knife.
Yep.
And these are type of knives we used a lot growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your basic, your butchering tool, straight up.
But you don't see these to me, I guess, don't see it translated into custom stuff. You know what I mean? It's always the Santukos and I don't know, maybe they're just bigger, sexier or something.
I just made some Magna Cut boning knives, but they're not this style, but yeah.
Are they super flexible, Tom?
They're 100,000 stock, so they'll be a little flexible.
That's pretty good.
Super flexible makes me think about Laren Thomas's story about the guy with the super secret, super flexible steel.
Mm.
Oh, nice pick. Like
Excellent.
I said, this is I don't know. I think we all have faves and they're probably pretty similar in this category, but that's okay because they're good.
Yeah.
Well, dude, you can't go wrong with a Victorinox pick,
Right.
right?
Right.
No, we've talked about them a bit, the smaller version. Quite
Paring
a bit,
knives, chef knives, everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everything.
Yep.
But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
hard to beat.
What do you got, Mark?
So my first reaction was the Victorinox Fibrox Santoku that's got the Granton blade, right, with the little relief dimples in the side, because that's the most used knife, maybe not, second most used knife in our kitchen. I actually designed and 3D printed a little paring block for Victorinox pruner or paring knives. So like a little knife block for paring knives, and it came out really nice. So
That's cool.
We can have them out instead of throwing them in a drawer where they get jacked, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with this little kind of miniature knife block sits next to like a magnetic knife holder that holds the rest of them. But I'm like, we talked about it before, and I knew that it would come up. So another one that we have and use a lot is this guy. This is a kind of a counterpart, I think, of Victorinox called Mercer Culinary, Mercer. And I really like this big bread knife. It seems like it's probably not that hard to get a serrated bread knife wrong. But this was a huge one. But the nice part is we like to buy good bread at the bakery, and so we can slice it up really nice, thick or thin or whatever with this thing. So Mercer Culinary 10-inch wavy edge bread knife.
I
And
disagree. I think the bread knife is one of the hardest ones to get right.
yeah,
So many of
because
them are
of
too
that
thick.
mindset.
Or
maybe so. Yeah.
what's that,
think-
Sean?
Because of that mindset, I think people think they can phone it in on it.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, I dreamed about making one the other day.
You had a dream about making a bread knife.
If I can't sleep, well, I guess it's not a dream. If I build knives in my head to go to sleep, it's weird.
Okay.
I know.
You don't count sheep or
No,
no.
I build knives, and I was like, "Ooh, it'd be fun." And I was thinking of getting the serrations just right, and I was like, "That'd be kind of fucking fun."
Nice.
I've actually got 40 heat treated blades that I don't want to grind. They're bread knives,
Too funny.
but I need to do it. I played around with some of these though, and one of the things I did was I cut 1/2-inch serrations in a bread knife.
Yeah.
That thing is like a chainsaw.
Yeah.
It goes through bread like nothing else. It's pretty crazy.
You know, this knife is $14.99 on Amazon delivered. And I kind of
How do you do that?
Well, yeah, right. I kind of bought it on a lark, right? I'm like, okay, I really I really would like to have a serrated knife for bread and bagels and all kinds of stuff. It showed up and it's awesome. It's got little wee serrations, but man, like you said, this thing just motors through bread or other stuff. We actually use it for other things too, like, you know, the real annoying deal where you have like one of those things, Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage. Serrated knife, zip, 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 blast through that. Nice. You can make nice little thin sausage patties. It's awesome.
Yeah, I bet it does pretty good on tomatoes too.
That's a good thing. I've never used it on tomatoes. I'll have to ask Amy if she's used it. We use that little Grant and Santoku Victorinox on, I think, for most veg prep, including tomatoes, and that thing just zips and blasts through them.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Your bread probably costs more than the knife does.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You bringing home some of that sourdough artisanal stuff with like
Artisanal.
pockets the size of baseballs, and like it's so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's barely any bread left. It's tasty.
And the handle actually looks nice and ergonomic too.
It really is, yeah. It's got a nice little palm swell to it. It's a nice little knife. Yeah. It's for $15. Shit. It's in the $7 Victorinox paring knife category.
You'd lose money if you didn't buy it.
That's exactly right.
Mhm.
And it says it is high carbon steel, but then on the blade it's printed that it is, let me zoom in here, X30 CR13 high carbon stainless steel. Yeah, which is interesting. I'm not sure if Laren's got X30 CR13 on Knife Steel Nerds, but he might.
The X adds at least 2 points on the Rockwell.
It's experimental.
Yeah.
And extreme.
Experimental and extreme, the best kind. So anyway, that's my primary pick. I have a backup, but I think we'll probably do backups at the end, right?
Sure.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
It's useful. It gets used a lot around here. Tomcat, what you got, buddy?
So ironically, earlier today, Mark was like, "Hey, should we send our picks to Michael?" Because he was came up with this. And I'm like, what are the odds we pick the same thing?
Who's going to do that?
Yeah, who? Well,
That guy.
would be me and Michael picked basically the same night.
Part of the reason I picked it.
Yeah, so I actually picked the 5-inch and with the plastic handle because I went cheaper than Michael on this. You can, and I actually just bought this. Like, I bought about 4 of these about 3 weeks ago when I was processing 3 deer. And I went with the 5-inch Victorinox with the Fibrox Pro handle. They're like $29 on Amazon, and they're a fantastic knife. Like Michael said, they're super useful and super inexpensive. And I wouldn't hesitate to gift this to someone. Like we said, the Victorinox kitchen knives are awesome. The Fibrox handles are really inexpensive. I don't know what you can get a chef knife for, but I don't know if you're familiar with American Test Kitchen or Cooks Illustrated. They did, 15 years ago, the Victorinox chef beat out like the Wusthof and all the other knives. It was the cheapest one, and they rated it number 1. So
Pretty wild.
they're great. I actually,
They sharpen really nice. That's the best part about them to me.
yeah, a long time ago, I had a sharpening company. Didn't last very long, but maybe a year and a half or 2 years, and then I got tired of doing it. But part of the gig was, and I sharpened for like Olive Garden and Chili's and a couple, 4 or 5 different restaurants like that over there in Fayetteville. And part of the gig was basically you buy a set of knives, I'll buy the same knives, and I was selling Victorinox. So they paid for, I gave them to them at cost. I bought the second set, and that way, basically I'd just come in and we'd just switch knives.
I'll swap them out.
Yeah, so I'd give you a full set of sharp knives. I wouldn't be in your kitchen long. I'd get your knives, and I'd see you in a week.
Nice.
And the Victorinox are the ones that I went with and had very good success with.
Yeah, I think I asked on USN a bunch of years ago about reasonably priced kitchen knives or good kitchen knives or something, because I had a custom maker make some for me that sucked, and they were way thick for kitchen knives and not good. So I'm like, okay, there's got to be a better answer. And so I made a
Sorry. God, I tried.
fucking Ozark special. But yeah, I was unhappy, and so I think Rob Bapty was the dude that turned me on to Victorinox knives, these kitchens. So high five, Rob. I actually just talked to Rob earlier today. So yeah, I agree. Their Santoku's like $50, but I swear it was way cheaper than that when I bought mine.
Yeah, they used to be like 25.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get a whole set for under $100 with
$50
extras. Yeah, $50 is cheap.
Yeah.
Hell, a dozen eggs cost you about $25 now.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Can't beat them. And like these knives are, this is kind of probably weird, but these knives, they sharpen really easy, which is great. And I hate to even say this because people at home are going to buy one and then fuck their knives up, because I did the first couple paring knives that I played around. But that whole work sharp Ken Onion thing, for somebody who doesn't have a grinder to take their leather wheel to take their stuff to, once you like figure out the proper way to use that thing, holy cow, 10 minutes, boom, everything in the kitchen is like razor blade.
Buy the cheapest paring knife that Walmart has to learn on.
Yes.
No, use your customs.
I'm pretty sure that's what 90% of the people do.
Those, yeah, that thing's a great tool, but boy, will it fuck your knife up fast.
Don't forget, you got to really dig into that plunge area.
Yeah, the plunge, and especially on the tip.
Oh, yeah.
Because you want to blunt that baby so you don't stick anyone while you're cooking. You make the end of that thing round real fast. So, okay. Good pick, Tom. Even though it's exactly the same as Michael's.
Yeah, I have a tracer deal.
Exactly, but very close. Ironically, I was like, when he said what he picked, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the only one I don't have a backup to. Also,
No.
Making a bread knife, all of a sudden he's got 40 or something.
Right.
Sure.
You know, I have to say, even though Michael fancied it up with maple wood handles, I really like those plastic handles. They're grippy. They get a little wet. They're still grippy. I don't have to be nice to them. And then the paring knives, I had 4 of the black handled ones, and they offer those little paring knives in like a colorful set where there's like a bright yellow, bright red, bright green, maybe it's blue. I don't remember what the 4th color is, but those are nice because they're really nice, easy to keep straight, right? If you're making a big meal, you got veg over here and you got meat over there and you got whatever, you can kind of keep them together, which is nice. So,
well, I'm more of a classy fucking dude, so.
yeah,
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Excellent. Sean, what's your pick, man, in this kitchen affordable category?
I chose the Rada Cutlery Tomato Slicer.
Rada Cutlery Tomato Slicer. Wow. This is incredibly familiar. My mom had, I think, 3 or 4 of these.
Yeah, dude, it's the only knife my mom uses in the kitchen.
Is that right?
Yeah, so I know that the damn thing works.
Yeah. Is it like it feels like it's brushed aluminum, the handle, or maybe they
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
It's aluminum.
Yep.
And man, I mean, to be honest with you, they're not a bad little knife. Nice flexible blade. You can the serrations are big enough you can kind of sharpen them yourself without too much trouble.
Yeah.
And like for non-knife people who are using like a fucking glass cutting block or something, they actually stay sharper longer because of the way the blade's serrated, because they're only dulling off the tips.
Yep.
And they keep some serviceable edge down in the groove.
Nice.
And they're, like I said, they're cheap. I think that dude's like $15.
Yeah.
Well, they got a whole line of knives. That regular paring knife looks straight up like out of my grandma's kitchen.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
With the little
they've
flip.
been around a minute.
Yeah,
Got that Rick Tig handle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
for real.
I mean, that makes a lot more sense than like all our old, Russell and whatever with the wood and probably all the bacteria up in between the tang and the swelled wood and shit.
Yeah. Yep.
And Tom, scroll down and look at the granny paring knife and tell me if it don't look like you could straight fuck somebody up with it.
Yeah, I'm looking at them. Where's the granny paring knife?
If you're on the main product page.
Main cutlery product page,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you go down 3 rows.
Oh yeah, there it is.
That's
It's
a
got
Tom special.
It's got the little bird's beak.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah, those look cool.
Yeah, it's funny on that page that you sent us, Sean, it said shop, fundraise, and sell. That makes me wonder if that's how my mom got these once upon a time.
Fundraisers.
Yeah.
Well, the 90-year-old believer gave it 5 stars.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, there you go. My husband and I used to sell Rada Cutlery years ago. So maybe she got it door to door. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
That's the other kind of fundraising. Making my own funds.
Mm-hmm.
Got to go down and look at this cheese knife.
That thing is kind of crazy.
Dude, it looks like something out of Warhammer 40K.
It's got the thing where you can like slice it. No? Yeah?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out exactly everything that's going on with it. Is there?
What's in the middle of the blade?
Is that
Yeah.
on the back? Hold on.
It's-
Oh, yeah.
Like you can slice off a long strip. They need a video of this shit.
Yeah, is there a ripple on there? Is that what that is?
No, I think that's like a slicer.
Like a potato slicer?
Yeah, like
Peeler?
you can pull it down the block of cheese and cut you off a chunk.
Really? Like drag it sideways?
Okay, I think it's saying here that the ridge gently separates the cut cheese so it doesn't stick back to itself.
Okay.
Tom was envisioning greatness.
It's got a lot going on.
And dude, they even list the steel. It's 300 series high nickel stainless.
Wow.
So I mean, it'd make a good kitchen sink. But it's a cheese knife, damn it.
Yeah.
Speaking of cheese, did anyone else when they were growing up have the handle with the wire to cut the
yeah.
Velveeta
Yeah, yeah.
slices? Okay.
We still have a wire cheese cutter
I have
today.
one.
Yep.
Nice.
It's the best way to cut cheese.
I use it all the time.
Yeah.
We did.
Did you not see my snacks that I'm eating? Cheese on Ritz crackers, man.
There you go. There you go.
Fancy.
We didn't do a lot of Velveeta. That wasn't part of the program.
Yeah, ours was commodity cheese. Yeah, you can laugh, but I'm not joking.
No, yeah.
Commodity cheese was good. I think my mom used to cook with Velveeta a lot.
Yeah.
I think that was a big deal. It was a lot of like things getting cooked, or I don't know. We had it a lot for some reason.
Interesting.
Well, man, like Velveeta was a thing there for a while.
Oh,
like
oh,
when
yeah.
it came out. Oh, you've got Velveeta? Oh, it melts so easily.
Yeah, right.
Put it in the crock pot.
Yeah.
Make it
Yeah.
I don't know if any of my friends were disbelieving the fact that we had Velveeta. I don't know if they were like, "Holy shit, bro! you guys got that Velveeta money?"
She got elevated.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Velveeta flex.
Right. Yeah. Did you get this Velveeta down at the county? No. Son,
No.
This is
I know a guy.
Velveeta branded. That's a awesome flashback, Sean. That knife, I think there's probably still a couple of those in the drawer at my dad's house. In fact, I'm quite sure of it because I'm pretty sure I used one last time I was there. Awesome.
Dude, I mean, they last.
Yeah. I don't recognize that name. So it's probably been washed and used and whatever, abused a billion times that it doesn't even say it anymore. I'll have to check next time and see if it actually says Rada on the side.
Yeah, they might be sterile.
Yeah. It looked like it had a little mark in the picture, but I don't know. Who knows? I'll look.
Very cool.
All right. What about backups? You guys got backups for the affordable category?
I do have a backup.
All right.
I don't.
I do.
All right. Michael, you're up for backup. What do you got for backup?
I am, of course, usually trying to click and save, and I got a Kai Wasabi Black Pairing 4-inch kitchen chef knife.
Whoa.
And the price is really, really cheap. As soon as I can get this posted your way. This one's at Blade HQ. I did a little searching through there. It's $39. I don't know. It looked really nice. It looked handy.
Look nice. Yeah.
A little tiny knife. At least on this one, they don't say that it's steel, but at least they give the Rockwell on it. 58. So it's at least something you can sharpen.
Right.
It's got that kind of wah handle to it. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of just different. Not your usual, kitchen knife for a pretty cheap price.
Yeah, it's a good looking knife.
And also,
Yes.
how awkward is it going to be when we approach someone that's just an acquaintance, be like, hey, I see you at this baseball game a lot too.
Have a knife.
I got a knife for you.
Right. That's a solid bro move right there.
Yeah. I know we're just acquaintances.
I
Right.
know one. I've got one.
That's one you can use to put down rival dads.
Yeah, that's a good rival dad nailer right there. Yeah.
Like I noticed last time I was over here, so I brought you this knife so you'd have one that actually cuts.
Your
Oh.
Velveeta was kind of jagged. I received it.
Yeah. So it says a handle that has been developed for the Wasabi series that offers the optimum hygiene thanks to the special combination of bamboo powder and polypropylene.
Plastic.
Yes.
Sounds good, but we know what that means.
Right.
Yeah, but it's bamboo plastic.
Right. Right. Very hygienic. Excellent. I like that pick. That's nice.
Yeah, I like that knife. Once again, I just look at shit I want to buy, though.
So I had a backup, and I thought it was funny that you said barbecue because I've used this before for that. This is another one of those Mercer knives. We have two of them. One is the bread knife, and then I bought this really big 14-inch slicer.
Ooh.
That's a Grant Edge thing, right? So it slices through real nice. But like,
Oh, nice.
if you have a brisket, this is fantastic for that. Or like when we do Thanksgiving, right? You carve the turkey breasts out with the small knife, lay that baby on the cutting board, and zip, zip, zip. This thing just blasting through it. Very, very nice little, not little, it's ginormous, but 14-inch slicer. It's kind of a funky design because the handle doesn't leave any knuckle clearance at all. So you have to put it off the edge of the cutting board kind of. So I end up running the cutting board up close to the edge of the counter, and then this thing's literally the length of the cutting or the width of the cutting board almost. So,
Well, those cuts are some thick ass boys. You're gonna get whole chunks of meat stuck in there.
oh, and the little dimples.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The Grant.
yeah.
Are they called the Grantons or just dimples?
They always call it a Grant and Edge, even though it's not the edge, which I
Yeah.
think is kind of funny. But
Yeah.
there's probably some history there that I'm wildly disrespecting. But this knife works great, and it is $28.95.
Yeah. I think that's a cool pick, and that's kind of why I added some of the meat processing to just the kitchen stuff too. I had a neighbor ask me about, of course, making something. I'm like, you're not going to want the price. It's not going to be, for what you're doing. He's like, well, I got real big into, I don't know, he got a Traeger or something, one of the big, smoking things. And I guess so all those knives are real, popular. So I went and looked up a bunch of those things for him. Said, here's what you need. Get this instead.
Right. Kit yourself up.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, then this has that same kind of handle, Sean, with the palm swell, and it's got that funky. It's not rubbery, but it's a little bit grippier than solid hard plastic, if I remember right.
It
A
looks
little
tactile.
texture and dimply. Yeah, it's nice.
How's it handling reverse grip? Is it?
Well, yeah. I would say okay. I wouldn't recommend this for stabbing with a blunt end, but
Makes me want to work the carving station at the hotel.
that's exactly right. That's right.
TKI style.
Yeah, yeah. Prime rib, sir.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
Just carve me the bark off the side.
That's right. That's the best part.
Damn straight.
All right. So that was my backup. Tom, you sound like you pulled it together. Kid from nowhere. Backup
Right.
pulled out of your back pocket.
Cinderella story.
Cinderella story. What you got?
So this is one that I've actually almost bought and I remembered, but Opinel makes a set that's actually pretty cool.
Opinel. I should have figured Tom would find a way to work Opinel into this picks episode. He's very consistent that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a good set. It's their paring knives. It comes with the little Hawksbill vegetable knife, a serrated knife, a regular paring knife, and a peeler for like $50, $40.
Nice, nice.
You get them in like different colors or natural wood.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. They look
kind of cool.
They look like they would work very well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I expect so.
They make some bigger knives too, but
Does it say what the steel is or no?
no, I couldn't find it.
For
Yeah,
50 bucks, you don't have to ask
12C27.
questions. Oh, okay.
So that's not bad. That's a fine grain razor steel.
Once again, no name. Just wonder why
What's
they do
that?
that. Oh, just not.
12C. That's the name. It's like Sandvik razor steel.
I would say it
Oh,
sounds like a Sandvik name.
I got
Yeah,
you.
that's-
All I heard was fine grain, whatever, and I was like, oh,
Oh, sorry.
I didn't realize
No,
they
it's-
actually gave the name.
Yeah, it's 12C27. I believe that's a Sandvik razor steel, a fine grain stainless razor steel.
Yeah, I got me some of that here.
It's pretty good.
It's not surgical stainless steel.
No.
I don't even know what that is other than Japanese marketing from the 80s.
Yeah.
People throw that around all the time, and I laugh every single time. Oh, it's
Yeah.
stainless surgical stainless steel. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Really?
All stainless steel is surgical steel. You can cut somebody with it.
And I'm like, scalpels are fucking disposable, right?
Yeah.
One-time use, my friend. I like that it comes with a number 14 legumes blade.
I like that.
Yeah, just in
That
case.
Spreading.
For what? What did you say?
What
That's the spreading one, the essential spreading knife.
Yeah. They've got a full line of different paring knives and stuff. Pretty cool.
The amount of peanut butter I eat, it's a lot. Told you guys how classy I was.
Yeah, clearly. Velveeta and peanut butter.
Oh,
Son, can't even keep up. The flex is too
Apparently,
deep.
I need to make you a pack of wood peanut butter knife. Note to self.
Pack of peanut butter with no edge, just so he doesn't hurt himself. Slapping
wanna
that
hurt
PBJ
myself.
together.
Fried.
Fried
have a little bit of an edge.
fried peanut butter banana.
Otherwise, you
I
can't
leave
cut
it
your
blunt so I
sandwich in
don't
half.
cut my tongue while I'm eating it out of the jar.
That's what the spoon is for.
Too funny. Okay, Sean, you have a backup pick.
Yes, I
We know you're
no.
prepared, not like Tom just making up one on the spot.
Jeez, you give me way more credit than I deserve. But on this occasion, yes, I am. And I may have mentioned this knife before, but it is the Old Hickory 7-inch butcher knife.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm talking about
That's a champ.
right there.
yeah.
You can get this dude for $14. It's 1075 high carbon, and it takes a nasty, nasty fucking edge. And my grandma fed 11 kids using that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Only knives she had.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a ton of the old hickory stuff, and I still don't know what the stamping is that were on those blades.
Dude, I thought it was just like fullery.
I had no idea. It was just, and they didn't look like that. They were black, you know.
Well, yeah.
I think it's an easy surface finish,
Huh.
and it's distinctive.
Wow.
That it is. At this point, very distinctive.
Yep.
Yeah, we had those, and we had a sharpening steel.
That's all you need.
I think I've still got a few of these.
We when I was a kid, we used to butcher cattle with the neighbor next door, and these old hickory knives were the weapon choice
Mm-hmm.
for that scene.
You'd be over there sharpening every 5 minutes. You just rotate them out.
Right.
Yeah.
Same. When it was butcher and
Yep.
pig time, it was same sort of stuff.
Yeah, but dude, it takes a really nice edge when you get it sharp.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cuts great. But then, yeah.
We always had some Chicago cutlery knives in the block too.
Yeah.
Those and invariably a Cutco or two because somebody in the family was selling Cutco and you had to support that.
Right.
So, yeah.
Keep it in the family, Tom.
Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with that.
All right, good picks. Maybe somebody will hear someone in there that they could use and add to their kitchen arsenal.
That butcher knife, Sean, would also work pretty good in the deer field, probably.
Yeah, it's got plenty of belly and everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Very
Process
nice.
that game.
All right.
Very cool.
Category 2. Go ahead, Sean.
I was going to say, it kind of reminds me of one of the old trade knives.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Category 2. This is your good friend. Outline for us what degree of friendship we're talking about here, Michael.
Well, on my pick here, it's a pretty damn good friend. I wasn't expecting to go this high with this friend, but
Okay.
I guess it's not a best friend, but I guess I'm just a really good friend.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Same.
It's someone that he comes to your barbecues. You know, I don't know. I don't.
But
have
you do a
friends.
podcast
How's that
with,
work?
that kind of thing.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
There you go.
Look at me over here trying to pretend like I know how friendship works.
Right. No, nobody buys it. That's fine. It's hypothetical.
Yeah, so like I picked something that I didn't know existed, and I was like, ooh, and it wasn't in the super crazy range, but it's pretty crazy. The Hinkle's Bob Kramer knife. I didn't know this was a thing.
Ooh.
Did you guys know about this?
No,
No,
that sounds pretty awesome, though.
it does. You had me at Kramer.
Okay, but it's $429,
Ooh.
but it's an
Gosh.
8-inch chef's knife.
Maybe you really do like us.
Yeah. It just says, a stainless steel Damascus. But it's, they call it Zwilling Euroline Stainless Steel Damascus collection.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
But yeah, I thought this was really cool and I didn't know it existed. I know that Bob Kramer had a line with somebody.
Yeah, that's real
awesome.
cool.
Is that G10 on the handle, or is that
It kind of looks like it's either that or a dyed
wood?
I don't know. Is it real like linen or canvas? Like,
It
if you look
almost
at that
looks
close
like
up,
Micarta.
yeah, it almost looks like cloth material laid up.
Yeah. And it's got a mosaic pin.
Yeah, mosaic pin's
I
cool.
know.
That handle looks comfortable as heck. Very
Yeah,
nice.
it does. It
And-
looks.
Depending
Ooh,
on how deep they
SG2.
etch the Damascus, it could act like a Granton edge too. Keep stuff from sticking.
Yeah, if it was deep, right?
Okay. Well, yeah, it's black linen micarta.
Oh wow.
With signature Bob Kramer mosaic pen, SG2 microcarbide powder steel.
Wow.
Not bad.
Oh, it's laminated. Like it's got a core.
Yeah.
Look at that. Super Gold is badass.
Sanmai.
Fuck yeah, it is. I like it.
Have you guys
Damn.
ever used any of it?
Yeah.
I have a few knives in it, but
I've got some steel that Ken recommended I buy some, so I bought some, but I've never made anything with it.
Jerry's used it.
Oh yeah. It's fun stuff.
Yeah.
No, it's a pretty knife. And if for those of you who don't know Bob Kramer, he's one of the like big, custom kitchen knife guy that gets all the big auction money for him and stuff like that. So pretty big name in kitchen knife stuff. I guess probably the biggest name, wouldn't you
Yeah.
say?
Yeah.
Master Smith, yeah,
Legend guy.
for sure.
Legend status.
And this isn't kind of a no joke kind of knife. If the details are all there, and it looks like they are.
Looks like, yeah.
So yeah, I'm a hell of a friend.
You are mighty fine. Look at that.
Looks like he's got a whole line.
Oh, yeah. That's maybe not too surprising.
paring knives,
That would
all
make
that
sense.
Santoku.
Bob
Good
Kramer out there getting it done.
Yeah. So yeah, I spend a little money, you know.
Yeah. Get you flexing away. I like it. I'd be thrilled to get that. Just saying.
You know.
Yeah.
Maybe for your birthday. That's what we used to tell the kids. Maybe for your birthday.
But guess what? It's not.
No, that's a long time from now. You'll forget by then.
Yep.
Okay. Good friend pick. So I picked these because someone loaned them to me to check out. Our friend Jim Worth from Giant Mouse Knives. Giant Mouse Knives is
yeah.
Jim and Jens Anzo and Jesper Vox. And they've been doing a lot of cool stuff, a bunch of production projects of various forms, a couple of fixed blades, a bunch of folders. They got a big following. And Jim lives nearby these days, and so he's got family nearby, and they're like very nearby. And so we get together every once in a while, and he said, "Hey, I got these kitchen knives that we are doing. These are like production samples. Do you want to check them out?" And I said, "Absolutely, bring them on by." So he dropped them off, and I was very impressed. They're very, very nice. So that is my pick, are these Giant Mouse kitchen knives. And the one that I really, really liked is the Santoku that he had here. I used the paring knife too, and it was really nice. But they have a chef, a Santoku, a carving knife, which is kind of like a small carving knife. It's in the middle between the Santoku and the paring knife. And green canvas micarta handles. I think I sent you guys pictures, right, of these four knives?
Before, but I'm just sitting here staring at a group chat waiting for a picture to come by.
Oh,
But
sorry. I got to go find them, I guess. But they're really nice knives, and they seem to be really well made. The spine is rounded and polished. Green canvas, nice finish. And they're Nitro B, like boy.
oh,
And Laren actually has a nice article that is about nitrogen steels. It's actually titled "Why Nitrogen Knife Steels Are Soft," which I know get Tom fired up. But
I'm a fan of nitrogen steel.
no, I know. But yes, and he talks. There's a whole section in there about Nitro B, and that's what these are.
interesting. That's what that Damascus stuff from Germany. That's what they were using.
Oh, really? In the Damascus?
DamaWorks is using, Nitro B.
Nitro B.
'Cause I had to do a whole thing of looking up, figuring out what the hell that was.
Oh yeah, I remember talking to you about that.
What is it? Because I'm looking right now.
It is like a V, except it's a B.
Gotcha.
It's much earlier in the alphabet, unless you go around the end, and then it's much
Yeah.
closer.
No, if I remember correctly, what I found, it was fairly not too far off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, I'll throw the link for our Knife Steel Nerds in there. But yeah, Jim let me borrow these. They're really, really nice. I actually loaned one of them to my son and his wife, and they used it, and they were like, "Whoa, these are really nice." I'm like, "Yeah, man, green canvas is awesome in the hand. They got a nice little swell to them. They're nice and grippy even when they're wet." So yeah,
I like they're not polished. I like that they got the grip to them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and you see that third one down? That's what they're calling the carving knife. I guess maybe it is. It's kind of interesting. In that view, the shape, see how it has that
Does
big,
curve up.
huge belly? What's wild is the spine actually curves down. So when you look at it dead on from the side, it actually almost looks like there's a hook at the end. But it's all just like, it's optical illusion because the tip curves down. It makes your brain think, oh, the end hook's over. But it doesn't. It's actually just a nice steady arc. But yeah, they're pretty cool. So I said, actually just today, I'm like, "Jim, send me the details about these because I'm going to mention them on the show." And so, yeah, he told me Nitro B steel. And then I said, "Well, how are they priced?" And apparently I am a cheap bastard, Michael, because they are $175 for the chef or the Santoku, $125 for the carving knife, and $95 for the paring knife. I think that's tentative pricing, so I don't know where they're actually going to land. That was his best guess. And not a Bob Kramer Damascus, but they're really
No,
nice.
it's I guess kind of an acquaintance friend.
Whatever, fellow baseball dad.
Wouldn't have made my MySpace group, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, I almost hesitated. I told Jim, I said, these actually seem kind of cheap to me for as nice as they were. And I immediately regretted it. Like, oh, Hope they don't jack the price up on these things because they're really nice for the money.
Way to go, asshole.
Yeah, right, exactly. But yeah, I think the Giant Mouse fan crew is absolutely going to love them, I think. But I think anybody would. They're really nice.
Yeah.
So I got to get that pricing stuff over to my son because I know he wants one.
Maybe for Christmas.
Maybe for your birthday. Yep. So that's my good friend pick, which we kind of also called custom or high-end production, right?
Yeah. Excuses.
Right. Excuses why I didn't get you something super expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, these are really nice. I'd be thrilled to have one. Tom, what's your good friend pick?
This is a company that I've followed for a while on Instagram, and I really like their stuff.
Yeah.
Let me I'm
a
sending
company
you a picture. Yeah, it's Florentine Kitchen Knives.
Florentine.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think they're not in the U.S. if I remember. Let me see.
Oh yeah.
I think they're in France if I remember right.
So yeah, it says shop at Euro.
I'm pretty sure they're in France.
Okay.
But did you get that link?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're pretty cool, and you can customize them. So you can pick different steels, different handles. Like if you're over on the side, you click on those colors.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. They like put the spacers in. I think they're pretty cool with like all the colors basically. But yeah, really cool knives. If you go to the far right, you can click on customization and see all the other blades shapes they make. And I think they are reasonably priced for what they are, for being able to customize the handles with different colors, and they're high carbon steel, and they've got bread knives and paring knives, and I really like them.
That. That's kind of fun, the customization and stuff, and the steel being in 14C28.
Yeah. Well, there's other choices too. You can choose like just a straight high carbon or
pre-patinaed or
yeah,
all sorts of fun stuff. It's
a pretty cool company. Like I said, I followed them on Instagram for quite a while. Really like the company vibe, and their Instagram page is pretty cool, and their knives look awesome. I would really like to have one.
Well, maybe a good friend will get you one.
Maybe for your birthday.
Right. There you go.
It was interesting. So what does edge 50/50 mean? That means it's sharpened on both sides.
I think so, yes.
Okay. Flip the knife. Oh, yeah, look at that.
They're in Barcelona.
Barcelona?
Yeah.
In Spain.
Yep. Sorry for saying it was France. It's Barcelona. Whoopsie.
You're going to cause yourself an international incident.
I know.
I mocked up the one with, I love how they say it, logic, random, or pattern. So like if you want alternating materials or if you want random pattern of materials.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, right?
That is kind of cool. I hit it with every possible option random. That is totally a Tom Crine knife.
It's cool. I love it, man. Tell me a whole block of those random would not look awesome, like in a knife block.
I'm with you.
Go in any kitchen or on the magnetic strip in your kitchen.
I just want to point out for the kids at home, stainless steel satin, but then 4 choices that say hand sanded satin. Tom?
Oh, I know. Then I have no problem paying for it. I'm just not. And I probably wouldn't get it on these anyways. I'd probably go with the Force Patina because their Force Patina looks pretty good.
The Force Patina is cool, yeah. Laser etching, keep it clean or type your laser etching so you could get it custom at laser. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Designed by British illustrator Holly May. It's cool.
Wow.
It's like I said, this is a cool company. I think they're doing some neat stuff. And if you
that is fun.
Aren't aware, check out Florentine Kitchen Knives on Instagram. Their website's pretty cool too.
I like that. It's real easy to get into like I did, just picking stuff on Amazon or the regular spots. It's, it's cool that you found something different.
Well done, Tom.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
I think that the shape, like the design of that knife looks like it would actually be really nice to use too, right?
Oh, their French knife looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they've got a full tang one too. I just like the hidden tang with the stacked washers.
Right. All right, Sean, what about you for this kind of middle category? What you got?
Let's see. I chose the. That is
Tough
the
one to
wrong
follow.
window.
Yeah. Is it from somewhere in Europe?
Is it from France, Italy,
It is not
Barcelona?
the Shun Sora Chef Knife 8-inch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Solid pick.
Yep. Man, I mean, it's just a good looking knife. It's got good steel.
I like that blade shape, that cutting edge where it rocks at the
Mhm.
front third or so when you've got plenty of straight.
Yeah.
Yep.
And let's just be honest. One of the things that really irritates me on kitchen knives is when they have that forged bolster that goes all the way down to the edge,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because almost instantly it's going to rock.
Mhm.
You know, it's not going to hit from there till about halfway down the blade.
Yeah.
That was
This
a
is-
big part when I was talking to Rossi about kitchen knives and making them stuff was the, he's like, make sure that heel's flat.
Yeah. You don't want any light showing.
Right. Right.
Mm-mm.
This is a
good.
nice one, Sean.
What's the handle out of?
Man, I think it's plastic.
Huh.
Let's see
it's
what it say here.
Bamboo resin?
Textured polypropylene / TPE.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good looking knife.
It is. It's a custom blend, though, Tom. It says right in the ad copy.
There you go.
VG10 core stainless clad is pretty awesome, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Sam Mai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Interestingly enough, the cladding is what I saw some of the blades made out of. Also, what I looked at, the 420.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice. Good
That's a
pick,
must
Sean.
have.
Yeah.
For $100, that's a whole lot of knife.
It is. I actually really, really, really like that handle, too.
Yeah, like I said, the bolsters, it does it for me.
Right?
Everybody buys a super expensive Wusthof with that forged bolster all the way to the edge.
Yeah.
I'd throw that crap in the trash.
Yeah.
Take that Wusthof.
Or what I have done for a lot of friends is actually come in and choil that, just grind it.
The old crying regrind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you can
Knife
sharpen
modder.
it. I mean,
Something
if
like
it
a
needs to
pimp.
be better.
Yeah. I've never had a crying regrind that wasn't a better knife. I will say that.
Thanks. It definitely makes them cut a little better.
Excellent choice. Excellent choice, Sean. Michael, did you have a backup pick?
I did. I talked to Abby about this episode, and we were like, I kind of want to pick a Rossi because, but at the same time, we've had him on. We probably talk about him way too much. I'm sure he would disagree with that. But as far as like the cost of stuff, she was like, yeah, I used the one we got from him today. We've got a little paring knife sort of thing, and it was pretty damn affordable for
Yeah.
basically hand forged, handmade, and ready to rock. But if someone's a really good friend, I would take them and take a class, one of his classes on kitchen knives.
Yeah.
Or forged hollow handle knives.
The survival thing you were talking about, I was like, yeah.
Dude, I was like, I'm in. That's right up my alley. Ironic that you say that because, Chris Taylor's working out of my shop right now, right?
Yep.
And I'm like, hey, what's some good ideas on chef knives? And he's like, well, Nick Rossi, obviously. He's like, we've got one and we use it all the time. I'm like, well, he's been on the show multiple times, but we've mentioned him a million times.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Nick guy does make a pretty decent chef knife.
Yeah. We're dirty shills,
Yeah, we are.
but we're not really that ashamed of it, so it's okay.
I think we came up with pretty good stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Giving a shout out to a friend who also makes good stuff that we use regularly. Nothing shameful.
The OG friend of the show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice, nice. All right, I'm going to withhold my comment because we aren't through the categories yet.
What, did you have a backup?
I did have a backup. I didn't know this existed, but I was very pleased actually to see that it does. So we've talked about this maker before. Don Yen.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know he was making
And he makes some very, very, very beautiful custom stuff that is above the good friend category.
So we should stop right there.
Well, all right. I was just going to say this one is not. This is like a batch made knife from him. So that's why the
It's
price
like a mid-tech almost.
Well, it's a MeTech.
Okay.
It says this is only Gen 1 of my new design series. They're all still completely handmade. So I think this is people said, hey, your knives are beautiful, but one, they're hard to get, and two, they're expensive. So why don't you make, like batch stuff where people could actually buy them and they're more affordable. And so I think that's what this is. It says the goal is to make small batches of knives that cut and feel just as good as our customs, 9/10 copper.
Just no options.
Finish. Exactly. Yeah.
Like a signature series.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Dude, that handle is trippy as hell. I keep looking at it and it's hard to understand.
So the angles.
Yeah, he does some wild stuff.
Yes. Yes. But
Have we mentioned him before?
we have.
Was it me who mentioned him?
I don't know if it's you or Michael. I think we've mentioned him. I think Michael brought him up somewhere along the way.
All right. We call this in the
knives
business foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. a view of things to come. So yeah, 6-inch petty knife, 52-100 carbon steels in a stone washed finish, which is kind of different for a kitchen knife, but make a great working knife, right?
Dude, I love it. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I like about, knives like his and others? So the idea is sort of the wall handle type of idea, correct? Just a very cool version of it.
Right.
But I do not like when I see custom ones out there that still have the gap between them,
Yeah.
because they don't need to make the gap anymore. That was like for back in the day when it would loosen up and you needed to slam it back home and you'd have room.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it bothers me.
Yeah. This is not that.
No, this is absolutely not that. This is 100% made well.
Yeah. Don does, his shapes are super interesting, right? This is like, what I always think when I see his handles is, and he should take this as a compliment, I think, is Gus Cicchini does wah handle,
Yeah.
right? That kind of like funky, like, what is that? Oh, ooh.
It's almost
that's cool.
like
That shape.
geometrical tricks for the eyes.
Yes.
Almost,
Yeah. Yeah.
And that spine shot of that blade, man, it's thin.
Yes. So yeah, I kind of stumbled across that. I'm like, ooh, there's my mid-range pick right there, baby.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, it's backup pick, but yes. What do we have other backup picks in this category?
I've got one.
All right. Bring it on.
It's more a maker than a backup pick, but it's Murray Carter.
Oh, yeah.
You really
Almost.
almost can't have a show
that
like this,
conversation.
yeah, without mentioning Murray Carter. He's done so much cool stuff, and he's quite a character, and his story is very interesting. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
his kitchen knives are great.
Yep. Agreed. Would be incomplete story without including him. What about you, Sean? Did you have a backup?
Yes.
All
Hey,
right.
Murray Carter.
Oh,
Great minds think alike.
nice, nice.
Well,
It's his Mateki signature.
Ooh, with iron.
Funa Yuki.
Look at that.
The Arizona Desert Ironwood.
That thing's beautiful.
That it is. I like that big wide blade. I like that knife.
Yeah, that's hot.
The only reason I didn't go with it is I was like, well, at this price, how good a friend are we talking about? Because that could have very well gone into the...
that's another knife that just looks like it would work great in
Absolutely.
the kitchen.
Yeah.
Like chopping up veggies or whatever, man.
Yep.
Well, dude,
I don't know
it's
what
going to be
the-
sharp as hell, too.
Funayuki. I don't know any of the Japanese knife terms. I've got several books on Japanese kitchen knives. I guess I need to read them, study them.
I really like that shape, how the cutting edge goes back behind where your fingers land up against the blade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, super useful looking. Tons of knuckle clearance. Hitachi's super blue. Damn.
You know that's going to cut
Heck yeah, that
and
shit
be
is crazy.
thin.
Right. Yeah, 96,000s in super blue. That thing's got to be a laser beam.
Yeah.
Jeez,
Look how
Pete.
tall it is, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
Ooh, that's an awesome pick, Sean.
Very nice.
Oh, and it's in stock and ready to ship.
Damn straight.
Well, you can pick more than, I mean, you can get a couple of them.
Yeah.
I mean, in theory, Mark, you could get 4 of them
Whoa.
for your good bros.
There you
You
go.
know, bro knife, you know.
Bro kitchen knife set.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Man, it'd be such a pain to keep that so thin and keep the core centered.
Oh, yeah.
God,
Dude.
it'd be a pain.
Absolutely. Geometry is not your friend in that situation.
On that topic, real quick, this is just a little aside. Did you guys get the carbide tipped hammers?
Mm-mm.
For straightening blades, you didn't get one of those?
No, I've heard of them and seen them,
Well,
but no.
those boning knives that I made out of Magna Cut,
Mhm.
I must have done them on Taco Tuesday because they were
Oh.
awful.
Mm.
They were really hard. They're 90 thousandths to 100 thousandths inch thick, and they're probably 10 or 11 inches long. And almost all of them, you could push one tip down and the other tip would be like half an inch off the plate.
No.
I straightened all of them with a hammer in about half an hour, and they all just sit flat now. It's pretty crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I was blown away. I was like, I got to try to save these, and that works.
Huh.
Yeah, pretty blown away.
You just got to be careful with where you're placing the divots.
Well, I mean, you want to put them symmetrical across at top to bottom, but I mean, you're hammering, so it's not going to be perfect. But yeah, and then you just take them out. You know,
Yeah.
I'll hit them with a 120 and to remove them. They're
Gone.
not super deep.
Interesting.
It worked. I showed Chris on a couple, and he was blown away. I showed Daniel. It worked great. Saved the whole batch of blades where I didn't think I was going to get one or two that were salvageable.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll have to give me one of those because I like jacking with the little AEBL kitchen knives, but damn, it's such a pain to heat treat them.
Yeah, AEBL. Let's talk. I can help you with that. I've been getting pretty good results with AEBL.
Ooh, insider stuff.
Magna Cut, not so much. I'm still working on it, but yeah, the super thin stuff warped up bad.
Michael, I have your people call my people.
I'll do that.
We'll sort that out.
Figure that out.
Very cool.
So
Good picks, guys.
I had an extra backup,
What you got?
Oh,
but
He's-
so this is only I have an extra backup because I've been wanting one of these for a long time. I've just never bought one, and I really need to because I'm a fan of Takeda. We've talked about
Heck yeah.
Takeda kitchens on this show before. I love the one that I have. This is a cleaver, small cleaver.
Is that like a vegetable knife or a cleaver?
Well, he says it's a cleaver, but it's 4.6 at the heel. So, yeah, 4.6 millimeters. Yeah, this just seems like it would be super duper duper handy.
Mm-hmm.
I want one real bad.
Yeah,
But
I'm just
yeah.
reading.
Hitachi Super Blue with the kind of stainless clad stuff, so it's a little easier to take care of. And these come with a crazy edge, and you keep them with a crazy edge, and they just work good. And Tom Crine will be thrilled because it has a black Packwood collar
oh wow.
on the wah handle.
It does look good.
It does. It does. So anyway,
His knives are always so freaking sharp.
Takeda-san does not play when it comes to sharpness.
No,
No. I miss seeing him at his shows.
I do too,
Always sharpening. Always.
dude. Yeah,
Well, I hear that was like in the always closing,
Always be closing.
always be sharp.
ABS. Are you remember the ABS? Yes. Always be sharpening. Yeah. Takeda Kitchens are fantastic. Takeda. Go search them. There's a couple of makers that have knives under that name, but I'm going to say his first name wrong. Shosui Takeda. Shosui. A bunch of places have his stuff. I don't think he really does U.S. shows anymore, but he used to be a fixture at shows and Very nice
Yeah.
man, and with some crazy, crazy sharp knives. So check him out if you like fine Japanese cutlery.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's the Great White Whale. This is the best bro ever category.
Yeah. No,
Is that what we're talking about, Michael? Best
I
bro?
think so. This is just our excuse to pick the most crazy knife we could find.
Super bestie.
I went with sort of an, I guess, obvious pick, I would say. But the Damascus on this one is absolutely insane. Mariko. I'm still not sure how to pronounce his last name.
Yeah. Mareko makes beautiful stuff.
Yeah. So this isn't that old, I don't think, but this hex weave mosaic
That's badass.
is so crazy. It's such an awesome pattern, and his handles, like, I mean, you guys are just wild, very geometric, very uniformly just fantastic. It's a beautiful knife.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Where's he from?
I don't know. I really don't. I know he does cool stuff. He does a lot of helpful stuff, which I always appreciate when makers are not just like, here's what I do and this is my stuff. I know he does a lot of like, this is how to make, some different patterns and doing stuff like that. And I just appreciate makers that do that.
Olympia, Washington, I think, Tom.
Okay, cool.
At least that's what his Instagram posts say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. He does podcasts with some guys too, Knife Talk podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that
Pretty
basket
cool
weave
stuff.
is badass.
Yeah, it is. Seeing some of that stuff come together is just kind of wild.
The control is amazing.
Didn't Mike Wesenberry talk about doing a collab with him when we interviewed him? I think he mentioned that. Yeah, I think they made some Damascus together, did something cool.
It all runs together anymore.
Yeah.
But we're definitely in the age of Damascus right now. I've seen more crazy patterns than ever.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Killer Knife Mareko, well done.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is. That's some deep best bro pick right there.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so this is the one I picked,
Ooh.
which, like you said, OG friend of the show, Nick Rossi, but this is a collab he did with Jason Morrissey, which I think is one of his faves to collab with. And this is a big old cleaver made with some Damascus, some mosaic Damascus, and boy, is it pretty.
Yeah, it is.
And the super cool part, if you flip to the second picture, they made a Damascus nail that you can hang the cleaver from.
Nice.
That's clever.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
I like clever. But man, is that thing gorgeous. Look at that Damascus. So cool.
Dude, it reminds me of Tiger Strap camo, like Nam era Tiger Strap camo. Which is to say, it's fucking bitchin'.
Yes. Yeah, super gorgeous.
Yeah. And the micarta with it just goes so well.
Oh, yeah.
A little touch of red. Just, it's a great touch.
Chef's kiss.
Yep.
Yes.
Mosaic display nail. I'd be happy to just have the nail.
Yeah, no kidding. I'd lose it.
Yeah, right. You'd end up hanging a shovel on it or something by accident. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll share that one too. That's what a gorgeous piece that is.
Yeah. Now I don't want to, talk about Nick some more, but that integral Tanto he did for, what was it? It wasn't long ago. Man, that's been one of my favorite fixed blades I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
So fucking cool.
Yeah, I think he took it to the Kentucky show, right? Yeah,
that's
look
what
at
it
that
was.
picture. Yeah, such a cool piece. If I just saw that piece, this to me rings of almost like a Nick Rossi, Shane Siebert collab. That's what it makes me think of, right? It's got that super clean thing going on.
Yeah.
But then all Nick. That's your pick, Tom, that you just sent us?
I was just showing you that that's a cool one.
Oh, yeah, that's super cool.
I've always liked that one from Nick. You were talking about his stuff. So.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's been around the block.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty.
Yeah, that blade shape with the cutouts in the top is really cool.
Oh yeah,
Is it my turn?
it is your
Yeah,
turn.
man.
It is your turn. Let her go, man.
no.
Let her
Here's
rip.
mine. Sorry, I didn't know you were done. Here is mine. So I went with something that I think is really cool and I've wanted for a while, but I want a Woots blade.
Yeah.
And Peterbilt Knives makes some really cool chef knives with Woots blades and like Koa and stuff. And this one just did it for me. It's got really nice Koa, it looks like. And that Woots blade is just, I want one.
I want that.
I mean, that's not pattern welded steel. That is watered Damascus. It is epic.
Yeah, it's stuff you can stare at all day long.
Heck yeah. This is one on our throw blades in front of Rachel and see what she has to say kind of knives.
I love his work too. He's another work guy that shows a lot of like making the bloom and that
Yeah,
kind
man.
of stuff.
Yeah, that's real cool.
I mean, I love knives, but when I scroll through and all I see is a finished knife, I'm just kind of like, I want to see the progress. I mean, not that, I want to steal someone's secret stuff. I just like seeing shit.
Yeah,
Like seeing the dirty stuff, how you got there.
Yeah.
dirty stuff.
Well, I love he talks about like the failures, like when he'll make a Woots blade and there'll be a soft spot in it, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And it's just, I think the little Woots blooms, the ingots that he makes are beautiful too, like the crystalline structure and color in them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's next level type shit.
I want to do some blooms so badly at some point. And yes, it's an all night thing. And yes, well, there will be beer, but still.
But they almost look like meteorites. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they've got that funky ass crystalline structure.
Yeah.
And then you can't get them too hot when you forge them, or I don't know. It's just really cool. There's so much. Al Pendry was one of the big researchers for that.
Yeah.
He's passed away now, and they did so much work rediscovering this, and it's so cool. So yeah, I am not this level craftsman. I'm not afraid to be honest with myself. I would love to be able to put that kind of time effort into the craft, but it's just, I would love to be able to do this. And it's not the next level. It's like the next mountain,
Yeah.
Yeah.
type shit.
But it's also okay to just sit back and appreciate that too,
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I love it. And I would love to take part sometime, but yeah, just epic to watch.
Tom, you need to join the International Woots Society.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's right there on his page, man. June of last year.
Oh, well,
I can't believe you're not a member.
I should be a member.
I thought he was a fan. I guess
Yeah,
not.
I guess not. So much for Woots Superfan.
Well, I clicked on International Woots Society and there's only like 3 pictures and they're all on his page.
It might be him. He is the Root
He
Society.
is the International Woots Society. Awesome.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Really,
man.
Yep.
really
gorgeous.
cool stuff.
Very, very nice. All right. I like it. Sean, what about you, man? What about your best bro pick for kitchen knife?
It is this here Dawn Nguyen knife that I just sent a link to.
The foreshadowing.
Indeed. And look at this fucking thing, dude.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Does that make you almost think Virgil Englandish?
A little bit.
Why do you think I picked it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I've got a type.
That is so cool.
Sean totally has a type, and it's this,
Oh, yeah.
It's cool shit.
right? The Wagyu Saber, 13 inches. That's my kind of knife. 13 inches of 52-100. No joking around with that baby.
Mm-mm.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So what exactly do you do with it? I know some of the longer ones are like your sashimis and your tuna
I'm guessing
ones.
cut up
What do you do with
fish
this one?
with that.
Man, where it says Wagyu, I'm guessing it's a beef processing knife.
Yeah, I guess.
But that is a guess.
It's
at
a big
best.
ass knife.
Like a carcass.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, maybe.
Somebody says,
A
I've been
knife
cutting.
like that, anything you want.
Somebody commented, I've been cutting my Wagyu with a chef knife like an idiot this whole time. 13-inch, that's a big old baby. And that
A lot of
handle
Wagyu.
too, right?
Yeah, sculpted bog oak, man.
Yeah, that thing's gorgeous.
I just love scrolling down through his page.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a man of the process and the art, and I appreciate that.
And of the thin edge. I appreciate the shit out of that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool pics, man.
Yeah,
All of these.
the knife that you picked, if you go to his Instagram page, he's got a bunch of like close-ups of the handle and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He always takes nice photos too. That helps, I think, quite a bit.
Well, it's almost like you have to with the kind of shapes that he does, right?
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck he does it. I don't know, getting the I've tried to do one of those on a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Where you get the tip of it and all the way down. And I was like, fuck it. But of course, I'm using my little iPhone. I'm trying to focus and shit. I don't know. He does great work on that side of it too, which is a big part of it. It's
Yeah, I'm guessing
Cool.
he's using not an iPhone.
probably not.
Ben does a pretty good job getting pictures, but he uses a Sony.
Yeah.
And that thing is ridiculous.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah.
Ron Smith switched to a Sony a while back. That thing takes gorgeous pictures.
Yep.
I mean, he takes gorgeous pictures, but that camera's really, really nice too.
Exactly.
Great pick, Sean.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, we didn't have as much overlap as I expected. Michael, did you have a Best Bro backup? That's a
Well,
lot
I've
of
got
bees.
I got a couple of those.
Yeah, me too.
This guy, he does some fantastic Damascus, but he also does some very organic bolster work and handle material fitting. Charles Lionheart is his Instagram. Pretty wild stuff. Kind of a very different approach to the kitchen knives, but man, it's so very cool.
Charlie Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
that's
this one
a great
is-
knife.
It's it's hard to explain. Integral bolster, but curved
Oh, yeah.
on the inside, and then has curved pieces fitted up to fit each part of it.
Right.
And then, of course, the plunge isn't, straight. It's nice and curved and contoured, and just everything just kind of fits. It's got hard lines and curves, and somehow just works.
Really sculptural. And that Damascus is crazy.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
Very
cool
cool.
stuff.
Yeah. And it's like a stacked together material. Looks like some of his other stuff is too.
Mhm.
But not just like flat disc stacked, like
No,
3D stacked.
all curves.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely has a style, and as a maker, I can look at that and be like, holy shit, that's a lot of work.
Heck yeah. I had a backup. I was going to pick one from this guy first, but I think I talked about his stuff before. This guy, William Brigham,
Mm.
who makes this, what got my attention is this seraphim Damascus that he makes. It almost looks like feathers on a wing.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked this one as a backup pick. Look at that thing. Would you
That's
just
amazing.
look at it?
Would you just look at it?
Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. So like same kind of thing, right? Like Michael just said, it's sort of this very sculptural bolster, super ergo looking handle shape. He said this is cedar.
Huh.
Damn, it looks like tiger maple, but man, if that's cedar, that's really, really cool because I don't think I've seen cedar with that kind of figure to it.
Suji cedar. What's that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
But that thing's gorgeous. And the Damascus is just absolutely stunning.
So I son of a bitch. Hold on.
What's going on over there, man? I heard the train.
Sorry, my headphone cable got wrapped around the mic and
Whoa.
was like not good. Making a lot of noise.
My headphone cable was cutting off my airway, he said.
Wellness check.
I really like his super deep etched Damascus. I don't know if this is a guy that I follow, and his Damascus, the mirror polished deep etch stuff
Yeah.
is
It's gorgeous.
out of this world.
Yep, beautiful. His stuff is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, and I don't know if people understand that, like, stainless Damascus, it's one thing to make Damascus, but when you step up to stainless and do it that well, that crazy, it's not just like twice as hard. I'd say it's probably 50 times as hard.
Yeah.
Wow.
The time is just, it's a shitload.
Yeah, that's crazy looking, Tom.
Yeah, great pick.
That piece that's in the video you sent us, Tom, that's a collab with Morocco, the guy that Michael talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, they got together and did some crazy patterns. Really, really nice. His work is beautiful. I'm on his mailing list, and every time I get the email, it's like, ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, is that pretty? Every one of them, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, beautiful stuff.
I definitely need more discretionary income.
Oh, yeah.
Don't we all?
I send you guys a bunch of stuff during the weeks, and it's like, oh,
Dang.
such cool stuff out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are 100% in the golden age of Damascus right now.
Oh, heck yeah.
It is crazy and wild to watch.
Yeah. What, Tom, did you have any backups in this category?
Yeah, I've got a couple actually. So here comes one. This is on Instagram. This is J. Lease Knives.
Ooh.
But this is a really cool knife. I love how the wood is finished. It's a real satin with the hammered finish on the flats and a
Yeah.
really different take on like a cleaver almost, or chef knife.
Right.
I dig it.
But I love that knife. I would use that in the kitchen like crazy.
That handle is fantastic.
Right?
And yeah, that finish kind of like screams to be used, but still like pretty elegant.
Yeah.
Isn't it beautiful? I think that's a beautiful piece. The handle's sculpted.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Is it sharpened on the front edge?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Nice.
Yeah, Nakiri, that's a veg prep knife, Tom.
Yeah, I would.
It's got that enough belly to rock a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Depth to like pick up everything you're cutting.
Yep.
I've got 4 of those in the works.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I've been jacking with those for a while,
Oh, that's
and
beautiful.
I'll probably start 4 more.
I think if you looked at his page, Michael, you'd like it also. There's a lot of like work in progress, really cool stuff.
Nice.
Tom just like it because he has hammers.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I do like hammers, but I think his knife, like especially that veg cleaver or whatever, is just epic.
Yeah.
And yeah, really, really beautiful work, and I like his page a lot.
Very pretty.
And then there's another one, Alfredo. Let's see. I think you like his page too if you don't follow him already. Makes some pretty cool kitchen knives. But that's I sent you his page, and that's pretty much what he does is custom kitchen and chef knives. I'm not going to even attempt his last name.
Faccipieri,
Yeah, something like,
that's my guess.
yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, pretty cool page. Lots of work in progress. And there, if you scroll down, he does some really nice Damascus stuff too.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
So
Damacor kitchen knife. That's a lot of money and
right?
damn.
A lot of money and dust in the collection system.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Yeah, I like his page.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Very cool. Michael, did you have another backup? Oh no, I'm getting in my wrong category. I have one more backup, but
Yeah, I've got another backup.
all right. Sean, did you have a backup? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Nah, babe, I was one and done.
One and done.
Good call though.
It is hard to talk about Damascus stuff and kitchen knives without Salem Straub.
But yeah.
Let me send that here. This one. And once again, it's kind of this Damascus that pulled me into this piece. Absolutely gorgeous. A
looked
10-inch
that-
Euro Chef and Jailbird feather pattern.
Doggy. Look at that thing.
It's like feather pattern, but it looks like chains coming out as opposed to just the lines.
That's badass.
In that one, if you look down, the grind on that is crazy. Like look back 4 pictures. Like it's hollow ground on the top.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was looking at this. I thought we had talked about him before. Maybe not.
Probably.
but
Right?
That
So it's got a big hollow relief in it?
Yeah, that one with the chains was like, it blew my mind. I was looking at it and I was just like, huh?
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's kind of
Crazy.
cool. You wonder if this is on purpose or if it just happened as part of the layup of the pattern, but like it reverses near the end. Like the feather, it's almost like it twists around at the end.
Oh, I'd say it's the forging the tip out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's glow in the dark carbon fiber. Pretty sure. See how it's got the green?
What are you talking about?
Where are you?
Are you on the right picture? This is ironwood or something.
Oh, I'm looking at a different one with the chains.
Oh, you're looking at the bunka with the flatter edge.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, that's the one I was looking at.
Trying to toss some glow in the dark at me.
Yeah. Michael's like, you think I would pick glow in the dark carbon fiber?
It also has chains though.
Yeah,
It does.
It does. That's a pretty one too.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, absolutely mind-blowing work.
All right. I had one other backup for this one, and then we can get on to, unless Michael has extra backups.
No, I had to quit because I could have just sat there and picked pretty ass Damascus all day long.
Done it all day. I thought this was beautiful. This is the guy I mentioned earlier, Jason Morrissey. Very cool chef knife, almost like a Santoku, sort of, but like Damascus in the middle. It's just a very, very cool. I don't know, I thought it was distinct and beautiful.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There's probably a name for that. I don't know what to call it though.
The Damascus?
Yeah, where it's Damascus,
know.
but then it's like it's Damascus in another larger piece of steel, or maybe
Don't know.
more layers of steel. It actually looks like.
I've seen more and more of this type of stuff, and I assume it's like a cut off of something else. They throw it in the stack and just kind of see what happens. I'm sure there's a plan to it, but
Right.
it's a very cool look for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was gorgeous.
Good pick.
The bros are getting hooked up. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Because these are all killer.
Oh yeah.
What's the one you just sent, Tom? Is that your wild card?
No, that's just one from Jason
Oh,
Morrissey's
Jason
page.
Morrissey. Yeah, that's
It's like
awesome.
a Lin Ray type integral almost,
Yeah,
but just cool.
yeah. So he must have done it at Hammerin or went there and collabed, right? Made alongside Lin Ray.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that is
I
real
see
cool. Very nice. All right, wild card. Tell us what wild card is, Michael.
Shit, I don't know. Throw it in there. It's like,
I guess
how
I
about a
did.
wild card?
How about wild card?
Sure.
It's the most fun ever.
It seems fun. I mean, who doesn't like a wild card?
Mm-hmm.
Did you not have fun with it, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked something that I have here that's completely odd, I guess.
A human being like Tom did?
Yeah, you know. So I don't know where you guys are going to be on the wild card, so we shall see.
Well, let's find out. You're the first one.
See.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
This is I think I may have talked about it before. I don't know. Speaking of like butchering and meat processing, my dad gave this to me not long ago. It is literally a pig sticker.
Oh, wow.
Very old Dexter
Oh yeah.
dagger.
Hell yeah.
And you probably know what it was used for. We used to, I think I've said this before, we used to raise pigs, and then our Christmas break was when we would process our 3 pigs a year. So you need to drain them, and that's what this knife was for.
Wow.
It's a very very interesting one to hold, and it even has a little paper sheath.
Really?
You know,
Oh, I see in
look
the
behind
background.
it.
Yeah, right.
A little bit of rust, a little bit of
Previous activity.
yeah. It's For me, it's a very thin knife. It's probably 90 thousandths, half tang sort of make. But when you hold it, you really, I don't know, it's one of those where the edge is, probably 1050 or something, the blade steel, but it would get sharp as shit. Kind of a scary little knife. Maybe the purpose was part of it. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Awesome.
So,
Family
Wild
heirloom.
card. Yeah.
Family heirloom wild card. I like it. It's very, I don't know, part of your story, right?
Yeah. It's wild for sure.
Yeah. Oh, Tom's sending us something. What you got here, buddy?
You got the new version.
Oh,
You get it straight off Amazon.
You know what
Old
that
Hickory.
old Hickory has? 0 kills under its belt.
that's right. That's right. Many dozens is what Michaels has.
You can tell on Michael's, it's been sharpened and it's like changed the profile. It's pretty cool.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one you actually used as a kid?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's some of
That's
that sharpening
cool.
is done by me too.
Okay. So wild card. I'm like, okay, I suggested wild card. I should probably figure out something cool that goes in wild card. It just sounded like a good idea, right? And this is our man.
Oh, shit. Good idea.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. Wild card. This is our man Jeremy Marsh,
There you go.
who has been on the show with us, a friend of ours, and he's done a bunch of these. I think he did one in pearl, didn't he?
I don't
Maybe
know.
with a pearl bolster or something cool. So this is a Jeremy Marsh pizza cutter. And this is so cool. What a cool idea this is to do. This one is I don't know, what am I even looking at? Tie, layered up tie.
Yeah, I think so.
And yeah, it's sort of like kind of like right up there with what I would consider to be the world's most badass pizza cutter kind of category.
Yeah.
This one's blue and polished tie or satin tie, and then sort of a, I don't know, super heavy orange peel tie. I'm scrolling down his page because I know he's done more. He likes that pointy cone shaped pivot,
Oh, yeah.
like a cone pyramid type pivot, which is real cool.
And all his stippling and carving and
Yeah, real pretty. And I think these are all like Ducati style, like single-sided swing arm style. I don't think he goes on both sides of the wheel.
I don't know.
To support the cutter wheel, because he's got an ironwood one, or what I'm assuming is ironwood. It doesn't say. That's further down the page, and he shows both sides, and the one side is actually open.
I never realized that.
Yeah, which is real cool. But he's done a few of them. I'm looking to see if I can find the pearl one, because I swear that he did that.
I know we did some openers that pearl.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Anyway, Jeremy Marsh pizza cutter. What a fun thing. I really like that. I had a couple of backups. Oh, I know what it was. Speaking of wild card backups and my favorite food, this one is a classic. This is a Bob T pizza cutter. He might have talked about this in our episode that we did with him. This is like a big rocker style pizza cutter like they'd use in a pizzeria.
Wow.
It
That
says
one's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it says FNBA 2018, but I swear he's done a couple of them. And I might be making that up. Maybe he brought it to the gathering, just had it there or something. Or maybe he's made more than one, but it just says the pizza cutter. Where is it now? So somebody says they saw it at Arizona. But yeah, big honkin', what do you call this kind of knife?
Fuck, like a two ulus stuck together with.
Well, it's a rocker knife, just like you said.
A
for
rocker,
cutting
yeah.
pizza.
Right. It's got a very gradual arch along the bottom, and basically you drop it in the center of a pie and zip, 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 cut up your pizza. In fact, I think wherever they had this, I swear I remember somebody going and getting an uncut pizza and bringing it, and they actually cut a pizza with it, which is kind of awesome.
That's pretty badass too.
Yeah, really cool.
I love
Let's
these
cut up
types of-
this Domino's pizza with a $3,000 pizza cutter. I mean, just because we can.
Yeah, because you're Bob T. Why not? You can do what you want.
Yeah. But I love
Right?
that sort of like not your normal knife stuff. It's like the way back in the day when the Gabe Newell guy had a toaster or toast cutting.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that, guys?
No.
it was his wife didn't like cutting toast, so he challenged a bunch of makers to make a toast cutting contraption / knife.
That's awesome.
The stuff that came out of it was fucking wild.
Yeah.
It was so cool. It made you be like, oh yeah, you can make whatever you want. You don't have to just make a knife that's pointy end. You can make other cool shit.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fun. And then I had one other wild card.
Hold on. While we're on the Terziola.
Oh, yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Suze.
Oh, yeah.
I got a print from her today in the mail.
Same. Yeah.
Thank
So
you,
I did
Susan.
too. Just got it today.
Yeah.
That's
Very
crazy.
cool.
We all got it on the same day.
Susie's a printmaker. She loves doing that stuff. She's done them for a few years now. So came in the mail today. Year of the Rabbit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you very
explained-
much, Susie. Very kind.
Yeah,
explained to the
very
kids
cool. And Rachel
what it
loved
was.
it. It just tickled her to no end.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what the kids say.
Because they're like, what's it? And I was like, it said it's the year of the, whatever it was. And they pointed to the other ones because I've got 2 others, I think.
Yeah.
And they're hung up on the wall with pictures and stuff.
Yep.
So they got a kick out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, really fun. Thank you, Susie. Good call, Sean.
Very cool.
Ooh.
And then my other wild card pick is another William Brigham, but this is definitely in the wild card category because this is a carving set. And
Look at that fork.
yes, that's what I said.
Bells.
Whoa. What is the handle?
Some kind of burl.
But I love how it's finished. It's almost blasted and
Yeah. He does that a lot.
then polished. Ooh.
It's got like pits in it.
Yeah, the thing's gorgeous. You know that's grippy, right? Like it's beautiful and functional.
Yeah.
Functional and fabulous, as Amy likes to say.
The look of it reminds me of way back when David Winston, I believe it was,
Okay.
took a barn door, some old barn door that reclaimed wood is I guess what they would call it now, and then blasted the shit out of it. And we're like, why would you blast the shit out of it?
Right.
But it looked awesome.
Yeah.
Like showed all the grain and it was fantastic.
I can remember when Jason Knight brought a kukri to Blade Show probably 15, 20 years ago that he blasted the ironwood scales.
Oh,
And it was
boy.
same thing. It
Oh, yeah.
just blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once again, we're allowed to do other things.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's cool.
Right. Yeah, so William Brigham carving set. What a cool thing that is, right?
I can tell you about the other wild card that I didn't do.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought, it'd be kind of fun to find would be a custom pair of kitchen shears.
Ooh.
But I didn't look because I didn't want to cheat. So I never even looked.
You
What?
didn't want to cheat.
I didn't want to cheat on Grace.
Oh.
Oh. She wouldn't
Yeah.
mind.
I don't know. I'm not taking that risk.
I don't know.
We wanted to come back on the podcast sometime. I don't want to be like,
She might hold that against you, pal. Good call. Good call.
yeah. So
Probably smart.
What is this one you sent, Tom?
Well, that's off the same page, and that's some ironwood that he blasted.
Oh, yeah. That's gorgeous.
ooh.
So cool.
What do you think he's doing to it after he blasts it?
I don't know, but it's sexy. It's got a nice satin finish.
You think he's
Mhm.
just oiling it, or
I don't know.
Beat shit out of me. It could be.
That is cool.
Wow.
I love the text of the that goes along with that video. He gave it to some makers to check out, and Bob Kramer Knives told him, "I love it. I'm totally stealing this idea." I love that.
Yeah, of course.
That's fantastic.
Very cool.
And then he accuses himself of writing a romance novel trying to describe what it's like in the hand. Very nice. Very cool. Did you have a wild card, or did we go through them, Sean and Tom?
I do. Yeah.
I do.
All right. Sorry, I jumped to backups a little prematurely.
No, that's all good.
Fine.
So I don't know if you guys remember, like maybe a year or two ago, it seemed like every time I got on Instagram, there was this dude walking through the woods. You never saw his face, and he had a backpack, and it was usually by a river or a creek or something, and he'd start cooking out in the woods, right? and he had that like Serbian style cleaver.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember
Men
that?
with the Pot is the Instagram.
Well, it's the one I'm thinking about is Almazan Kitchen. I don't know if you remember that or have seen it, but they actually sell the knife. So that's my wild card pick, just so somebody could go out and have that adventure. I just always love that they have they're doing food prep out there, cooking badass stuff out in the woods. I mean, it just seemed cool to me.
Huh. Serbian chef knife. Interesting.
What did you say it was, Sean?
Here, let me send you a link. I believe it's Men with the Pot, all one word.
Okay. And it may be I looked, and this I think this is the one I used to see, but there were several of them that were doing pretty good stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
And I just that romanticism of cooking, like, that kind of level of food out in the woods, it just, I don't know, seemed like a wild card idea to me.
Yeah, some of those are kind of wild, and you're like, it's always like the wood that's burning from the middle, and
oh yeah, the split
cooking
log
like
or
the,
whatever.
the greatest cuts of meat with the big grain salt, and you're like, all right, you didn't backpack that out there.
But I'm down for that. I know he didn't backpack it. Well, he probably did, but he's not really backpacking. He backpacked out there to cook this meal and create some content. And I thank him for that.
Might be a backpacking out on the back of the property.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know.
But hey, it's delicious looking.
That's a cool,
cool one
you
it always
sent,
is.
Sean. But yeah, if you look at some of the videos, like their YouTube, Almazan, Almazan Kitchen. And
Nice.
I actually made a Serbian chef knife out of W2.
What?
really,
Yep. Had a
What'd
very
you do
cool
with it?
hamon, and then I broke the tip off.
Ah. Straightening it?
so you made it a little
Yeah.
shorter, right?
Well, I was like, okay, and then I can grind down. Then of course it's not. The hamon is very, it just kind of cuts off. Doesn't have a natural flow to it, so it's at the bottom of something around here.
Son of a biscuit.
Yeah, I love that shape too. I think, and I sat there and I looked at every Serbian chef knife I could find, the right thickness, because it's a strange mix of not too heavy to be,
Yeah.
Right.
unusable, but it's got to be able to cut through about everything you have out there. It's like a one-purpose knife. It's very cool.
Yeah, you do everything with it. Like I said, this kind of brought me back to like when I was a kid and you had kind of those daydreams of doing cool shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I love those videos, and this knife had that romantic, quality to it to me.
Yeah, well, it must have got me too, because I had me making fucking broken chef knives.
This has all the makings of Tom Crine dream date.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Bushcrafting meets gourmet food.
Oh yeah,
Sign me up.
little careless whisper on a banjo.
Yeah.
Tom's
Possible.
Tom's got those heart eyes right now. Awesome. I like it, man.
That's all I got.
All right.
Weasenberry shows up with his, little coil machine and cooks up some hot dogs. Little induction forge.
Right.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm going to have one.
He's got Tom over there on the exercise bike with the generator hooked up to try to power that thing out in the middle of the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Pedal faster.
Little dynamo on the tire. Too funny. All right, Sean, what you got for wild card? It's gonna be wild. I can feel it.
Dude, mine's a wild card because did my link send?
I don't know. I heard bloink and it didn't see it though.
Let me try again.
I got the Men with the Pot.
Yeah, we got the Men with the Pot. Is that what you're
Oh,
same
damn
thing?
I thought I had it preloaded. God damn it.
Well, we have
Oh,
3 of them, though,
diggity.
so we can choose which one.
Yeah, right.
They're
I
all
think
the
they're all the same.
Oh, I know.
Ask.
Don't ruin it. We're trying to be nice over here. Too funny,
Okay,
man.
there we go.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Dang.
this is from
yeah.
Jay Roush, the guy who owns Knives Ship Free. And it's my
Yeah.
wild card because if you want one of his knives, you've either got to find it in like a charity auction he's donated one to, or he's got to give it to you.
Really?
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah,
His
he's
knives
got a
look
job.
good.
He makes knives because he wants to make them.
Oh, that's
he
awesome.
Does them for fundraisers or for friends, and that's it.
Oh, that's super cool, man.
So if you want it, go fuck yourself.
That's like the purest form of knife making, right?
Yeah, and dude, I mean, look at that fucking knife.
That's gorgeous.
I'd fight a
Yeah, he's-
motherfucker for that.
He's doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, I mean, he knows thin is in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's way cool.
And Jay's just a good dude. F. Rose introduced me to him, and we really hit it off. And
Yeah.
He
Sounds like
is.
he's trying to get one of them free knives.
Yeah, right.
hey, ain't no shame in this game.
Sean's like, I'm willing to kiss some ass for that thing. Look at that thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
I do want to give a shout out before we stop on this.
All right.
I don't, our friend Abe has an Instagram page, Eating
Yeah.
Tools.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a great place if you don't want to search like we crazily do for hours on end. It's a great place to go, and he's got a really good selection of quality stuff and interesting stuff. So yeah, I would definitely give a shout out for that. Eating Tools on Instagram.
Yep. All as one word. Yep. Abe's cool. And this is kind of the definition of curation of stuff, right? In this kind of world.
It's funny. I didn't go here before. We were clicking around and I just saw it in my feed, but he's got like 2 of my picks in there. So yeah, pretty good stuff.
See, Tom knew all along. He's just
Oh, there's another one.
elbow out of joint, patting himself on the back over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, real cool stuff.
Yeah, I want to throw out his Instagram so everybody can check his shit out,
Yeah.
so they know what they can't get. And it's
Jace.
yeah, it's ROU period design. Rao period design.
Yeah,
That's his Insta handle.
Yeah, check out Jay's page and Abe's page too. They're both awesome.
That was a fun one.
Yeah.
That
I'll
was
show you
good.
guys a picture of that broken ass, whatever.
You still have it.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah.
But he can't, he posts it. Someone's going to be like, well, I'll take it. I'm like, well, it's not. I don't like it.
It's busted.
It's dead to me.
Michael went full Mr. Wonderful. You're dead to me. All right. Fun episode. I liked it.
Yeah.
I found out what suji is.
Oh, all right.
Suji, most commonly known as English as Japanese cedar, is actually in the cypress family. Indigenous to Japan, the suji grows in abundance throughout most of the country. Suji wood is known for its pleasant fragrance, lustrous color, and soft, pliable texture.
Wow.
Almost sounds like you.
Oh, well, thank you. No.
His soft, pliable texture.
That went a different direction than I saw.
Oh,
Coming.
boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
After
know
the
how to
holidays, yes,
romance a
my
man.
midsection is quite soft.
Soft and pliable. Yeah, I know we're all that way right about now, I think. Wow. Yeah. Well, hey, Tom, at least Tom holds up his record of stepping right in it every show.
You got some real nice texture, Sean.
It's cool, buddy. I don't do phrasing either.
Buddy, you're awful soft and pliable, you know what I'm saying?
Rubs the lotion on his skin.
Say turgid.
Or it gets the hose.
This episode was going so well. We just kind of
Augured her
Bring it
in.
on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, we're already to the part where like 98% of the people ain't fucking listening
Yeah,
anyway. So fuck
that's a
it.
fair point. That's a fair point.
If you made it to this part, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless your heart.
Yeah. All right. Well, lots of stuff to look at. People, I think, I don't know, at least a couple of them enjoy following along with that stuff. So that'll be cool. We'll share some links and some info and maybe even some pics in our Facebook group. So if you're not in our Facebook group, you can find us there. Just type Mark of the Maker in Facebook. And we have a page for the show, and then we have a Facebook group where we talk about stuff. So we'll try to talk about these things too.
Yeah. And please, once again, every time we do a Picks one, I love it when you guys add your stuff too. Like your favorite kitchen knives and weird stuff. I love seeing it.
For sure. All right. Well, thanks again, George, for sticking with us, man. We appreciate you. We thank you again, our friends on Patreon, for keeping us rolling.
And our new one, Matthew Patton, Slice Knives.
Yep. What's the name of the show again?
It is the New Orleans Custom Knife Invitational.
Oh, yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thanks, all.
Later, guys.
Later.
To learn more about our makers, you can find Tom Crine on the web at crineknives.net, in his Facebook group, Crine Knives, or in his Instagram account, at Crine Knives. For Michael Birch, check birchtreeblades.com, Facebook group Birch Tree Blade Works, or Michael's Instagram at birchtreeblades. For myself and the Raygun Bead Project, we're on the web at raygundivision.com. We have a Facebook group called Raygun Division, or my personal Instagram, at msteiner. For those interested in photos, references from the show, or some discussion about the show itself, you can find us on the web at markofthemaker.com, in a Facebook group called Mark of the Maker, or on our Instagram, at Mark of the Maker. Last but not least, the ultra cool and haunting background music we use for the show is a piece called Noir Guitar by Stevie's Amp Shack, found at the Free Music Archive and licensed under Creative Commons CC BY 4.0. Thanks for listening.